sometimes there's nothing better. And I mean nothing, like nothing better than a well-made movie. Just an extremely well-made movie. You don't need bells, you don't need whistles, you don't need explosions, chases, guns, violence. You don't need all of that when you have an unbelievable script, unbelievable actors giving unbelievable performances. You just don't need all that other stuff. This is one of those movies. Small Engine Repair. I've already reviewed it on the website, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you think I'm gushing over this film. I'm gonna talk about it right now because I got some stuff I need to say. What's the crack, everyone? My name is Kevin Halden, and this is Nerdly Out Loud, the official channel of nerdly.co.uk, your favourite British home for the news, reviews, and exclusive interviews. I like to cover everything from the big budget to the low budget to the no budget. So whether your movie's shown on 4,000 cinema screens and making millions of cajillions, I will cover that movie. If your movie's shown on one cinema screen and probably only made $1,000, if that, I am going to cover that movie as well. That's what I love to do. Those are the films I love. And this is one of those movies. This is one of those films that when you saw the poster or you saw the billboard, it tells you nothing about this movie. As a cinephile, as someone who loves movies, loves breaking down movies, and just loves watching movies, I knew exactly what this movie was going to be going into it. I knew it was going to be very personal. It was going to be very introspective. It was going to be superbly well written, and a couple of characters, a couple of actors that I maybe don't see as, top tier acting chop actors. And I don't mean can run around like Tom Cruise. I mean can act. I know they're good and I know they've done good stuff, but I hadn't seen this performance. That's what we're going to talk about. It's called Small Engine Repair, directed by John Pollono. It's his directorial debut, but first of all, please do all that good stuff and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ding the notification bell. The bell will let you know whenever I drop a new episode, whether it's one of my Fancy Pants reviews or one of my awesome interviews with Fancy Pants directors. And if you don't want to do any of that, I would love it if you did. It does help with the algorithm, and I appreciate it more than you will ever know. But if you don't want to do any of that, just tell someone. You could be sitting in a canteen at work and there's like 10 other people around you. Those 10 people, they go like, subscribe. They talk to 10 other people. I think that's like 100 now. I'm not good at maths. Like, they go and tell other people, and we start to grow. It's what this is all about. And I just want this channel to grow, and I want our reviews to grow, and I want all of you to grow with me. And in the meantime, we check out some bloody awesome movies. That's what this is. Let's go. Let's just talk about Small Engine Repair.
And now, our feature presentation.
I'm going to go down the path that I normally do. I am going to talk about the plot, and then I will get into the cast and the characters, and then I will get into what I liked and what I didn't like. There's not a lot I didn't like, and then we will finish up with my Nerdly rating, which is my rating. It's not the rating of everyone over at Nerdly. We have some fantastic writers and fantastic people over there. Please do go and check out all their reviews. They are also awesome. I have been paid to say that because I keep saying I am the main guy. I am not the main guy. We are a team collective, and we're all bloody amazing. Small Engine Repair is literally the story of three guys. These three guys have been best friends since forever. You have Sueno, you have Frank, and you have Packy. These three guys, they've been through it all. You can tell there's been a bit of a life. They live in like small America nowhere, and that's kind of how they've grown up together. You form those bonds. Everybody knows these guys. Everybody's been friends with these guys. So basically, Frank, his daughter, is going to college, played by Ciara. Bravo. She's so good. Frank's daughter, Crystal, has been accepted into college or university. I can't remember which one, but she's been accepted and she's off to, better herself. Obviously, Frank is a little bit gutted about this because he wants his daughter to stay close to home and he wants her to be there all the time. However, nonetheless, the three guys are happy for her. They go out to celebrate. Stuff and things happen. We find a little bit out about Frank that we maybe don't like, and then we cut forward 3 months. Frank, Sueno, and Packy, they've kind of fallen out. The friendship is strained. There's not a lot happening for them. They're kind of just leading their own lives. Frank has had some news, so he calls the guys. He sends them text messages. We need to bury the hatchet. We need to have a few drinks and just get past this. So that's what happens. The guys come together, and then as the night progresses, it turns out Frank might have an ulterior motive, a pretty dark motive, and we're going to get into that, but I don't really want to spoil the movie because I genuinely think this is a very of-the-moment topic dealing with such things as just the social media curse that is, and, toxic masculinity. It deals with all these different issues quite smartly, and for a movie that's based on a play that was written 10 years ago, it couldn't be any more relevant than it actually is today. So our three leading men of Sueno, Packy, and Frank are played by John Bernthal as Sueno, and when I mentioned earlier about people who I know can give a performance, but I didn't necessarily know could give this performance, John Bernthal. And then we have Packy, who's kind of like the tech whiz stoner dark horse of the group. He's played by Shea Whigham. If you saw my Gateway review, which I did on the website a couple of weeks back, I wasn't exactly full of platitudes for Shea Whigham. I kind of said that even as the leading man, I didn't really buy him or whatnot. In this movie, he's kind of the heart and soul. Like, he's the glue of the group. I really, really like this character. And everything he's doing in the movie is so damn subtle. Like, so subtle you might even miss some of these things. I've watched the movie twice now. When you're actually watching Shea Whigham, when he's just in the background doing his thing, he's doing a lot. It's like, remember Matchstick Men when Sam Rockwell, Nicolas Cage is in the forefront, he's on the phone, and Sam Rockwell's just sort of doing his dancing shtick behind Nicolas Cage. It's part of the character. It builds the story. That is what Shea Whigham's doing here. He's not dancing. Don't get me wrong. He's not dancing behind people, but that is what he's doing here. It's just wonderful. And of course, director, writer extraordinaire, John Pollono. This is the guy who wrote the play, plays the main character. And as I said in my review, if you're going to do this, it's quite brave to still play the main character when you're directing your first movie. But nobody else could play Frank. That's his character. He wrote this character. He's lived this character for years. And it means nobody could have played him. And let's be honest, he does it great. He does a fantastic job. Again, you want to talk about subtlety. Frank knows things that the guys don't know. He knows things that the viewers don't know. You kind of become aware of what's going on. You get fed little breadcrumbs. But Frank knows more than we do. And you need an actor who can actually do that. Whereas, you might get an actor who's going to give away the meat and potatoes way too early. So these three guys, the chemistry between the three of them is wonderful. I believe John Bernthal also acted in the stage play. That explains why him and John Pollono have just wonderful chemistry. Shea Whigham, I don't know. I think from what I've read, he came in a little bit later on the movie, and he's gelled. He's absolutely gelled. Like I say, this chemistry, you can buy. They could have fallen out 10 minutes ago. They could have fallen out 10 years ago. They are friends. They come back. I've had friends like that. I still have friends like that. Friends I've not spoken to because of the pandemic for the last couple of years. But on the other end of it, we are going to sit down. We're going to have a beer. And it's like nothing ever happened. That is the friendship. Portraying that on screen isn't always easy. And these three absolutely portrayed it. I bought it. And one of the main reasons for this isn't just the fact that they're all incredible actors. They're all putting in career best performances. In my view, Ciara, bravo. She plays Crystal, Frank's daughter, and the movie sort of pivots around her character from the very start. To do this, you have to bring in an actress who has a lot of moxie, a lot of spunk. She's got a lot of bravado. Like, she can portray herself very confident, but also in times of when you need it, she's going to be weak. She's going to be fragile. These guys need to look after her. They need to put that cloak of invisibility around her. And you get that from the very start, even when she's playing up and she's giving them attitude at the dinner table and everything. And she's wonderful. She's absolutely brilliant. I don't know if I would have bought the relationship of the three guys and the girl if it wasn't for how good she is. She is just perfect. So, John Pollono, I don't know if this is a girl you've known for a long time, if this is an actress you've had in mind for a while. I don't believe she's done overly much, not much that I've seen anyway. And she blew me away. Like the Amazon Prime TV show, Wayne, she's in that. Do check that out. She's brilliant in that. And she doesn't have as much screen time as everyone else, but the screen time she has, she is a presence. So what I did and what I didn't like, there's not a lot that I didn't like about this movie. I'm not really fussed when we're doing this one night thing where we're kind of just going through the night and we're playing the game, we're going minute to minute to minute kind of thing, and we're seeing the guys and act. Like, I love that stuff, but when you kind of chop it up and throw in flashbacky scenes to when they were kids and everything, it normally takes me out of the movie a little bit. We don't get many of them, but we do get a couple, and it didn't take me away at all. And they do this wonderful thing where Sueno is telling the story. So they cut back, they do a flashback, and you see the other two characters as kids, but Sueno is still Shea Whigham. I love that. Like, it's been done before. Of course it's been done before, but it's done so beautifully here, and it does nothing but serve the story. It's not just a cheap ploy to keep us invested in the character. It just serves everything. They don't spend enough time with the Shea Whigham character, but they do spend just enough. If you know, that sounds weird. Like, I wanted to see more of his story. I wanted to know the background for him. I wanted to know where he's going. I wanted to know all of this. And you don't get that because you can't get that. We're spending the night and then we've got to serve a story. It's the same with John Bernthal. Like, he is giving you little hints. Like, he's going on like he's the ladies' man and he goes out and he's always scoring with the chicks. Me, personally, I don't know if I was just reading into this or if it's something else, but I was getting a sense that there was more to the character than just that. As in, it may be the men he's more interested in. They never explicitly tell you that, but they don't have to. Bernthal's that good of an actor, and his performance is that good. He's throwing things out there without you really picking it up until you think about it. You don't have to tell me everything. You can show me things without telling me. And that's what they're doing all over this movie. Shea Whigham does it, John Pollono does it, John Bernthal does it. So as I say, there's not a lot I didn't like about this movie. I genuinely think this movie is as near perfect as it gets. In fact, I'm going to jump straight to my rating, and I'm just going to tell you, I think this is a 5 out of 5. This is a smash hit movie that, unfortunately, I get the feeling is going to go under the radar. I don't want it to. I want people to see it. Like, think Glengarry Glen Ross. That is just an amazing movie with amazing performances. But let's be honest, it doesn't do anything. Career best for Alan Arkin, Al Pacino, Kevin Spacey, Alec Baldwin. Career best performances for all of them. This, for me, is as good as you are ever going to see John Bernthal. And that is not a slight. I am not taking anything away from him. I was a huge Walking Dead fan at the start, and I started falling off when John Bernthal came out of it. I thought The Punisher was a great series. He was brilliant as the Punisher. My new Punisher, in fact. Goodbye, Tom Jane. Shea Whigham as well. I've seen him in a load of stuff playing smaller roles, not really getting into the meat and potatoes. And then, of course, The Gateway came around, and I was like, okay, if this is what we get when he gets a leading man role, I don't know if I want that. But then he drops this, and he plays this role so beautifully. It's a 5 out of 5. It is superb. Director John Pollono. You can do no wrong for me right now. I will watch anything you do. I look forward to seeing what you do next. You are clearly an amazing writer. Like, you're a well-established writer as well. For a play to be going for about 10 years now, and then you make that into a movie, you've got something going. I've never seen the play. I'm not even going to pretend to have seen the play. That's not what I do. But I've seen this movie, and I can see the play aspects of it. You know, the three guys in one room, revolving story, things going forward. Like, I can see where you're coming from with that. All the characters are great. Even the wife, I loved her. The guy who comes to do the drug deal, I really liked him. I kind of feel like he should have got a little bit more comeuppance, but okay, we can rest on that. But personally, I just think this is a perfect movie. It's a 5 out of 5. And I will be telling everyone about Small Engine Repair. I have been telling everyone about Small Engine Repair. I've been throwing it on the Facebook, the Twitter. I just think this movie's great, and I want people to watch it. This is the first movie in a while where the second I finished it, it took me about 10 minutes to start working through things. And then I wrote a review. I left the review for a day. I went back to it, I rewrote it, and all I kept thinking the whole time was, I need to speak to John Pollono. I need to just do an interview with John Pollono. If it never happens, it never happens. However, if you're watching this, if anybody who's involved with this movie watches this, please do tell him I want to speak to him, because this movie is just incredible. It's beautiful. It's everything I needed. And yeah, I'm just going to end it there, because I'm now just starting to blow smoke up people's ass. And that's not really what I do. So it has been a bit of a mixed bag for my viewing pleasures as of late, as you will have seen from the last few videos. Malignant, which was bonkers. Holiday Monday, an amazing British low-budget movie that I've watched again since doing the review. Kate, the Netflix original Kate, which Mary Elizabeth Winstead is fantastic. I said in a little while back for my review of The Toll that I genuinely believe that that movie is going to be in my top 5 at the end of this year. This movie, I'm going to say it now, there's a good chance this movie is going to sit at number 1 in my top 5 of 2021. It's that good. It hit me in all the right places at all the right times. It is as close to a perfect movie as you are ever going to get. 5 out of 5. So I'm going to go. Please do like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. If you've seen this movie, please do hit me up in the comment section. If Ciara Bravo, if you've seen this performance, she is amazing. Let me know if I've missed anything she's been in that I should absolutely check out. Same with all these guys. John Pollono, you are thumbs up for me. I just think you're brilliant. You've smashed out of the park with this movie. As I said in my review, this is your first film, and it's like you've been directing movies for 40 odd years. I love the movie. Please do all the good things, like, subscribe, comment, everything. I am off. See you later, and I'll be back soon with more reviews. Seriously though, mighty done.